Before you wish and pray that your business gets bigger and you get more business, you must make sure that you have clear systems in place to handle business when it gets bigger than it is right now. I am my business experiences that I have gone through in the past 6 years that have actually shaped me and my business. On this channel, I share videos about fashion, entrepreneurship, and how to juggle all this with a full-time job. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe. Hello, thank you for stopping by. My name is Hilda Gloria if you are new here, and if you're a subscriber already, welcome back. So, this week, Triggy Bags, my business, I have talked about it over and over on this channel, is making 6 years, and that really excites me to actually think that it has been in existence for 6 full years. I am so excited, I am so grateful, and to celebrate its 6th anniversary, I decided to share with you business experiences that I have gone through that actually tricked me, that actually almost broke me, but in the end have shaped me and my business. Number 1, having clear systems in place. By systems, I mean that you are able to explain to somebody in case you have employees or in case somebody asks you, you have got a clear system written down. And by clear, I mean it has got the processes from when a client makes an order, what do I do when a client makes an order, how do I receive the money, how do I prepare the good, how do I package it, how do I send it, how do I contact the customer to know that they've actually received their good. If I'm going to market, how am I starting to market, what is my platform, how am I reaching my clients, who are my clients. You must have all these things clearly written down, and you should be able to actually explain to somebody in case they ask you what your business processes are. Because if you don't have this in place, you can meander and then maybe sell about 20 products, but if the same purchase is repeated over and over, say 500 times, are you going to handle that? Are you going to be able to help clients receive their goods on time? For example, if you receive 500 orders at once, how are you going to do that? How are you going to handle that? Do you have enough material? Do you have enough inventory? Is everything in place ready for the growth that you're actually hoping for? In my experience, I ran an ad on Facebook, and then I was advertising one bag, and I actually had only 10 pieces. I thought it was only going to be requested by maybe 5 people, because then I used not to have very many clients. And what happened is that I received 50 orders of the same bag. I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to say, because the system on the website had already charged the clients, and I didn't know how to actually handle that. So yes, this has taught me to have a clear system in place, everything organized and well thought of before actually taking any step, whether marketing, whether shipping, whether even just talking about the product. Because if you are wishing or hoping or actually looking for more business, you should be able to handle it when it actually arrives. Number 2, this has actually come from most job experiences that I've had in the past. I have been challenged a lot as a young black woman living in Milan and trying to actually work in Milan, especially in the corporate world, that people have told me so many times that I can't. People have showed me that if I had to have a say at the table, I had to work really hard, and I had to prove a point. I had to always prove myself, and this has taught me to actually work hard and always give my best game. I do not want to be underlooked, or I do not want to not be listened to. I do not want to not be given a turn or a chance to actually sit at a table. So what I usually do is I make sure that I give everything my best. I give everything my best before I hand it in, so that I'm not rejected because of my work. If people have got, for example, a few issues with the way I look, with my sex orientation, I've actually had people tell me that young black girl, and that really provoked the fire in me that wants to always prove myself. And it didn't only stop at my workplace, it has continued also in my business, because I mean, people will always make you feel not good enough. I don't know why, but they always want, I think they get some kind of gratitude when they make you feel like you have nothing to say, or what you're saying is not of value or is not of great value. And by that, I always give my A game. I've also applied it in my business, that I don't want, even if it's just a photo, I don't want to give a bad quality photo. I don't want to upload a bad quality photo. I would rather not upload than actually upload something that I feel is substandard, or something that is going to make them say it is that young black girl again. Experience number 3 is, this has been a hard one. It is separating relationships from business. Guys, when I started my business, I thought that since I knew many people as friends and relatives, probably things would be a little bit easier than actually they were. So I happily introduced the idea of my business to them, and what I was selling, and what the prices were, and what my expectations were. And I was very disappointed, I must say, because if you have watched my video of how I started my business with zero capital, if you haven't, I'll link it somewhere up here. I do share that I did start marketing with the people that I actually knew. I sent them emails, I sent them WhatsApp messages, and I only got 2 people buying out of like about 200 people that I sent. And that just showed me that, you know what, it's not the people that you know that are going to actually give you business, or that are actually going to purchase from you. You have got to actually look at the bigger picture, because if I had only relied on those, probably they wouldn't be buying anymore, because the 2 that actually bought don't buy anymore, and the others came on board when they actually started seeing that the product was performing really well and that the brand had grown. And that of course didn't go very well, especially with some of my relatives that actually thought that it was going to be automatic, that they were going to get free passes with me. And I had to let go of, you know, the good relationship that we had. But in the end, I made them understand that I started my business with just a bag, and there was no way I am going to give away any free bags, because if I did, I had very little capital at the time, and that meant that I was going to actually lose whatever I had. And they didn't see that, because of course they cannot see the vision. As an entrepreneur, you are the only person that has a vision, that actually sees where you want your business to be. They will tell you things that, for example, no, don't worry, you'll be able to buy other bags, you have so many bags, we're going to just carry it and bring it back. And I kept on saying no. None of my clients want an old bag that has been used. If you are taking a bag, you're actually buying it. And they thought I was kidding. And actually, I didn't give them at any loan. They didn't borrow the bags. They had to actually pay full price. That set a standard for them, and they realized that, oh, actually, it is a serious business. And then later on, they came on board and they were paying full price, and were paying it happily. So from the beginning, define that business is completely different from relationships. Define the limits, where and how you can help. If somebody is, for example, giving you a good review, you can gift them a bag. So if you're selling anything and you are not getting anything in return, which is the reason why you actually started a business, to trade, do not accept that, and make it clear from the beginning. Define the relationships and let them know this is how things are going to be. Adding on to that is that sometimes you might be in your feelings with some people, and then probably you don't like them, or you feel like they don't vibe so well with you, but these people are really good at business, or they're doing so good to your business that you just have to keep them and put the feelings aside and actually do business. Separating relationships from business has been a big lesson that I have learned. My 4th and last one is an interesting one. It is with friends. Now, I have got friends that are really good advisors but not doers. It is okay. if people want to give you advice, and sometimes it comes from a really good and caring heart, but I don't really care, especially if I don't aspire to be like you. When I started my business, I meandered around a lot and listened to lots of advice from friends here and there, and kept on wanting to be what everybody wanted me to be like or was advising me to be like, and I ended up almost losing my mind, because at some point I felt like it was so difficult trying to do very many things at the same time, hence losing the vision, losing the direction, and losing the strategy. So in the end, I just sat down and realized that it's actually a business, and started treating it like one, wrote down goals, developed strategies, and actually started following those. And whatever people said, I would hear, but definitely not listen. Of course, we know the difference between hearing and listening. Listening is when you take in something and actually act on it, and hearing is when you take it in and just leave it where it has been said. Most of my friends didn't like that. I made it clear, and I really insisted that if I don't aspire to be like you, it is very different what people want or what people have on their vision boards or their mood boards with reality. Running a business, the reality of running a business sometimes goes extremely different from what is written on the vision board. So yes, I had to lose some friendships because I didn't listen to their advice. I only seek advice or mentorship from people that I actually aspire to be like, people that are actually where I would like to be, or where I would like my business to be. It is okay if I have friends that do not own businesses. Not everybody can run a business, but hey, we can go for a drink and talk about different other things. Do not come telling me about how I should run my business if you don't own one. These are my lessons, and I hope that they do help someone out there. I am very excited about my business 6th year anniversary. I cannot believe it. If you guys have watched my video on how I started my business, you will agree with me. This brings us to the end of this video. If you have any other business experiences that have shaped you that you would like to share, please leave me a comment down below, or leave me a comment about what I have said. Give this video a like, share it with your friends that you think it might benefit, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my socials. Bye!